Hey girl, welcome to the Farmhouse Scullery, where I share inspirational conversations for a homesteading wife. Content tailored for you to get you to feel inspired, empowered, and motivated to fall in love with yourself more. You can find me on all socials with the handle at the Farmhouse Scullery. Please keep on listening for today's rant. Hello again, beautiful people. I have been waiting for you to come back and I'm very excited that you're back here again listening to me. I'm genuinely excited to talk about this topic. It's also quite scary because I've not talked about this except with my loved ones around me. But it's also, really exciting. So, you've read the title, so you even know what it's about actually. So, no surprises for you. But yes, as you can see from the title, I was a smoker. Most of you probably don't know that. I would describe myself as a closet smoker for on and off for a few years. I woke up one day and I said, I want to be around for my children, my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren. I want to be around, visiting, witnessing, being around for all that. I want to see my lineage. So I was like, well, smoking is not going to help that, obviously. Duh. But when you have for me anyway, when I had an emotional tie to what I really wanted, that was what started the fuel for me. So that was the start. The second part was that something that I'm going to share next week actually, which I'm not going to share about now, but some other really huge goal that I decided I really want to do. And so I was like, well, that goes hand in hand with that. So that's not going to be possible. It's extremely limiting when smoking. So I'll talk about that next week. Tune in. So I was like, okay, how can I do this? I have quit before for a week or a month or 3 months or whatever it is, but it hasn't been permanent. And I was like, what am I missing? What can I focus on? How can I drill down and make this like the time? So I was like, well, why don't I take these practices that I've been learning over the last few months? Like, why not take what I've learned in 2018 and apply it to 2019 to some like real crazy goals? Because I mean, when you're cutting off addictions, it's crazy. It seems crazy, like you're cutting out what your body craves and has gotten accustomed to needing to function, right? So I was like, okay, so basically what I'm going to incur is I'm going to wake up in the morning or in 10 minutes time or whatever it is, whenever I next crave that smoke, I'm going to go, my thought pattern is going to go, oh my gosh, I need a smoke because of X, Y, and Z. So I'm irritable, or I need a break, or I'm due for one, or I just feel fuzzy, or I'm gonna crave it, right? So I'm like, okay, so that's a thought going on in my head. What can I do to fix that? And I go, well, what if I treat that as if it was a limiting belief? Because ultimately I have control over my body. It's actually those thoughts that would make me go back and have a smoke. So I was like, okay, sweet, let's do this. Let's create some nourishing beliefs around my limiting beliefs. So I sat there, had my last smoke, and thought, you know what? This is going to be my last smoke ever, and I'm never going to go back again. So my first nourishing belief was, I will never desire to have a cigarette ever again. And I told myself that, and I was like, okay, let's attack the irritability. So I go, okay, my limiting belief is I'm going to be irritable. My nourishing belief was I have an unlimited amount of patience through Jesus Christ. And then the limiting belief that I would crave it, I just said that I do not crave that anymore. And I have to say, the very first time I had one moment where my heart, like your heart flutters, like, oh, that moment. That moment for me was when I actually heard the lighter for the first time. I hadn't anticipated that. So I went, as soon as I heard it and did the freak out thing, I just said, okay, my new nourishing belief is I will have no association with the lighter sound. And these nourishing beliefs, I told myself quite a few times the very first day. So, because I stopped smoking at the night, so when I wake up in the morning, I told myself the first thing, as soon as I woke up, before I fully woke up, I just did these nourishing beliefs. I have all the patience I require through Jesus Christ. I will not have any I do not desire to have a smoke. I will live a long and healthy life. All these nourishing beliefs that I'd thought for myself. And then when I got up, probably about 10 minutes later, maybe thought about having a smoke. And so I just once again went through it all. I did not desire. So it was quite frequent for the first day. It got less for the other days. I think day 3 again. But I tell you, I kid you not, I did not have a single craving. I did not have a single moment of irritability. I did not have a single moment where I desired to go and have a break and have a smoke and have some me time. I just legitimately felt free of all the addictions and all of the mind play. It was absolutely incredible. And I would not go back now for the world. I am so super thankful for learning what I did and for being able to apply what I have learned in like a hypothetical state about limiting beliefs and about rewiring your subconscious with like emotional events and applying it to something that's actually real and tangible in my life. It has been so powerful and so influential, and it has left me going, wow, what else can I do with this knowledge? So it's been 3 weeks now that I quit, and I am so stoked, like so happy. And it's just something that has been on my heart to really share with you guys, because it's honest. I get it. Like when I first heard this stuff, I thought it was just woo woo. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, sure, right. It's not going to work. But for me, it has been so true in my life, and it's something that I really felt like I wanted to share. So if you have any questions and you want to go over it, feel free to hit me up on Facebook or on my webpage. You can ask some questions or something, or direct message me if you want to if you have any questions or want to go through anything. I'm more than happy to have a chat to you. And yeah, thank you very much for listening, and I will catch you next time. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you'd like to continue the conversation, I would love to. You can jump across to my Facebook page at the Farmhouse Gallery. At the moment, I also have a promotion going with my website. The first 400 people to sign up to my newsletter get my very special and protected, secretive chocolate cake recipe. It's been highly requested because I actually used to sell cakes as a business. So if you'd like to go across there and please subscribe there, that would be awesome. Until next time, take care.